Hi everybody. A quick example of operant conditioning, which is when when you want a response from somebody in a particular manner, you introduce a stimulus to get the desired behavior. Little background: my company is going through a merger. I work from home remotely, so I'm not around people ever. But I have a group text with a few coworkers, and one particular coworker is very nervous about the whole thing, and she's very negative, and she's bringing the other ones down. So I decided, why not experiment and see if I can get the desired behavior from her by introducing a stimulus to get her to come back with a more positive attitude. So I tried to preface this on the text without saying, I'm doing an experiment on you. But the first thing I did the other morning was say good morning to everybody, and I had something happy on there saying it's a good day, let's start fresh, let's put everything behind us and start anew. And immediately she came out with something totally negative to say. And that's when I said directly to her, here's what we need to do. It's okay to feel like this. We need to start practicing gratitude, having a better attitude about what's going on. Let's think about the things that we can do to make this better. What do you want to do? What do you want to do to flip the script? And those were my magic words. So that was positive reinforcement. I was adding a stimulus, and that would be my attitude, I suppose, of positivity, to see if I could get out of her something positive. And the next thing she did say was a positive thing, so I reinforced with that, saying things like, amazing idea, I'm with you on that. Something along the lines of giving her the idea that this is what we want to hear. So after that, the conversation carried on, and of course she went back into negative again. So before, when I was using positive reinforcement and adding that positive stimulus to show her every time she did something that I desired for her attitude to be positive, she came back with positive, I reinforced that. Then she went down the rabbit hole. So then I tried to use positive punishment by adding something that would make her, like a response to her negative attitude, that would make her respond more toward the positive. So to deplete the behavior of the negative attitude. And this was a little tricky in a text because, people can take things different ways when you're saying things. So whenever she said something negative, I would interject with, well, that is what it is. What should we do about it? Flip the script. Where's the silver lining? And I would ask her that every single time she would do that. And sometimes she would come back with a more positive response. And that's when I would positive reinforcement. Yes, that's what we're talking about. This is what we need to do. Blah, 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 blah. Did it work? It's going to take longer than a couple of texts, I'm imagining. But that was my social experiment through my work texts. So thank you, everybody.